DSG Global, ticker symbol DSGT, is a company that I've covered quite a few times on this channel. Now, in the last about 9 to 10 days, honestly, we have not gotten much news coming out of DSG Global. We did get a little bit of an info update on one of their subsidiaries, Vantage Tag Systems, but other than that, we haven't gotten much news at all about their primary subsidiary and the one that all the hype is about, being Imperium Motors. Now, I did suspect that this company had something big in the working, because whenever they go this quiet, it has been a little bit noticeable in the past that it seems like something is in progress. They're making steps towards something that they're getting ready to announce. Well, it does seem like today is the day that they did announce some very fantastic news that I am very excited to bring to you guys. I did want to make the announcement that my Patreon is now live. As you are watching this, it did just go live. If you are interested in seeing all of the updates and the trades that I make personally, this week alone, we were up over 100% on Cloud Commerce, up 150% on BNGO, up 70% on TRXC. We have made some amazing plays. Me and the team of investors who will also be in the Discord as well, talking about the trades that they're making. We have done some fantastic things, especially in this last week. So if you are interested in keeping up to date on what all we are doing, maybe if you want to use it as a motivation to check out some of these stocks yourself, I'll be posting those. I'll be updating you all on everything that I do with my portfolio when I do it. I'll be bringing, exclusive early access to all of the content that I will be posting during the day. And I will also be interacting in the Discord with every single person who does join, because you are the ones who, support me, and y'all are the ones who make my channel go round. And so it's only right that I bring that appreciation back to you guys and bring you the extra content and the extra value that I can. So if you do want to go ahead, head down to the link in the description below. It will be linked down there if you want to head over to Patreon and help support the channel. But now, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's talk DSG Global, because DSG Global is a company that is very, very interesting in making big waves. Now, as we have seen over the past, we have seen that DSG Global has started to really take over a lot of this North American market. A lot of the EV hype right now is Imperium Motors. Now, of course, we have Tesla and we have those big players, and we have Hyliion with Class 8 trucks. But whenever it comes to some of the products in which they are distributing, they have been talked about as being already a leader in this industry in which they are not even fully really selling to yet. So what does this mean? What was this hype, and what is the news that came out today that pushed DSG Global up around 10% in a day? So here we are, and it does say that DSGT completes corporate milestones and begins accepting orders for the Skywell ET5 SUV and Rumble Motors Rover electric bike. Now, the crazy thing is, these were the two, I kind of called this one perfectly, and it was somewhat accidental, but it was a little bit clear. These were the two that I thought were going to perform very, very well in the North American market. I thought that they had a lot of potential, and they just matched the style of which our society operates on. Now, we will somewhat break this thing down here, but I would like to talk a little bit more about the products. But it does say that today the company will begin accepting pre-orders for the highly anticipated Skywell ET5 SUV, an electric vehicle exclusively marketed in North America by Imperium. Now, the vehicle will initially be available in two different levels. They will have the high level, which is an estimated 323 miles per charge, and the LVO deluxe level, which is an estimated 250 miles per charge. Now, the base MSRP pricing has been determined to be about $39,940 for the LV2, which is of course going to have about 323 miles per charge, and $29,990 for the LVO model. They will both be equipped especially for the US and North American markets very, very soon here. These prices are before taxes, and so there will be additional fees, and so we can see these prices going up as they do have to pay off the rest, with taxes, fees, etc. Now, whenever we do go ahead, and we're going to take a look at this one specifically, because I honestly do think that this is the one that is super duper important, and it is seemingly it's been the face of this company as of recent. So if we do go ahead and we do check this thing out, it is actually really, really nice. Like, this thing looks very nice, and I've not seen any electric vehicles that look like this one. I haven't seen many electric SUVs that look as appealing to me as this one does, so I'm quite interested to see how it should perform in our market. Now, if we do go ahead and we get a 360 view, we can see that this thing is so clean. If we take a look at the inside, it looks very modern, looks very up to date. The interior that combines premium feel, multifunctional storage, hands-free liftgate, and a large panoramic sunroof on select models. Everything you need. It has everything you need for the road ahead. Now, again, this thing is so nice. I cannot express how much this, because I'm honestly kind of surprised, because whenever this company first came out, I knew they were just starting to somewhat put out these vehicles, and they were going to be distributing a lot of these electric vehicles that were going to be being made overseas. And I was like, well, I feel like they're probably not not going to be not good, but I figured the designs on them would be somewhat basic. But this thing right here is so modern. This looks like something that we would see come out in 2021. So I'm very excited to see the market's reaction to it. Now, we also will have, of course, the Rumble Motors Rover electric bike, which has been praised by users from all over the world and are currently being featured on HBO's hit show, Westworld. They are readying for the launch and delivery of those vehicles as well. So if we do go ahead and we check this one out, it is actually quite interesting. I've actually seen a couple different ones like these in bigger cities. Not this specifically, not this company's, but this style of electric bike, I have seen this quite often as of recently. The electric bike is something that I've noticed is kind of a more convenient way to travel within cities, because you're not going, you're not using a bike, so you're not on the sidewalk or, illegally driving on the sidewalk, but you're also not trying to navigate a car through big cities. It seems like these are a super convenient way for people to navigate throughout those, the traffic and everything like that. And I think this could actually be a very big hit in some key cities like maybe New York, Dallas, Los Angeles, and places like that. So since they are based out in California, I wouldn't be surprised to see this, market start to grow significantly. So as we could see, these two products actually have a lot of potential. And as I said earlier, now you guys kind of see what I mean whenever I say they match what the society has going on. I can very clearly imagine those two products being out in modern day society, in your cities, on your highways, not the bike, but the SUV being out on the highways and just, starting to perform very well in this market. Now, we cannot forget that as orders have continued to accelerate, that this company has raised $1.5 million. They will be able to use this to push out a lot of these different products to get all of these different EVs in the market. And the fact that they have been able to raise all of this money organically, I'm very, very excited about. The CEO even said that this is an especially important milestone for DSG Global. Not only was the deal finalized at a significant premium to market at time of closing, but the company can also now fulfill its goal of hosting a virtual grand opening at the Experience Center later this year. This will be for the dealers and the public, and this will also allow them to begin processing orders and delivering vehicles. Now, this funding will also permit the company to increase inventory of many of its 20 plus electric vehicle models, which will also allow the company to prepare for the launch of the SUV and other EVs that we did see them now launch today. The investor-friendly terms will allow the company to grow rapidly during 2021 and hit its revenue and earnings target. So this does seem to be a very, very important step for this company. Again, it did seem like it was a bit weird how quiet the company had gone. No one really knew what was going on. And I figured that something had to be in the works. So whenever a few of you asked me in the comment section, you were like, where's the DSG Global news? I'm like, news is coming soon. Trust me, we're going to have something on them. So I am very excited to see where this does go. I think that there could be a lot of potential going forward with these two products. My goal, my guess that with this company, as they do release these two products, they're going to test the water. They're going to test their consumer base. They're going to use the revenue to then put out a lot of their other products, the 20 plus electric vehicles that they have. And then from there on, they will then decide which electric vehicles are going to make the cut and which ones aren't. That is something that I've held to, and I really do believe that they are going to cut down on some of these electric vehicles. Because yes, it is nice to have a wide, diversified portfolio of different vehicles, but at the end of the day, whenever you're in a market like this one and you're an EV, distributor, that whenever there's that many of them, some of them simply will not be worth the production time and the overall fees and expenses that are associated with getting them here and selling them. So I think that they will then use this initial step to fuel the next step, which will fuel the next step, and we can really see this company start to run. Let me know what you guys think about this news down below. I know this wasn't a very, very long video. I'm trying to cut back a little bit on these videos and not talk too much about some things that aren't necessarily important. Really just hit the main points and give you guys the information that you're looking for without being a little bit extra. Now, if you guys did enjoy today's video, you can always let me know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. Again, the Patreon was released this morning, so if you are interested in joining a fantastic community of people and getting updated on all of my different trades, being updated on my portfolio, then definitely consider hitting that link down below and going join our Patreon. With that being said, if you are ready for another video, I will be posting 2 to 3 more today, so I hope to see you all soon. Peace.